Welcome to this edition of the SKNIS Week in Review. Coming up, Prime Minister Harris participates in 39th CARICOM Heads of Government meeting. Taiwan lends assistance in establishing a new land administration information system. Church leaders empowered to help the community, and the Department of Immigration and NEMA now under new leadership. Those stories and more are next on the SKNIS Week in Review for the period June 29 to July 5, 2018. Strategies relating to crime and security, disaster management and climate change, and the implementation of the CARICOM single market and economy were among key agenda items that were discussed by heads of governments of the Caribbean community during the 39th regular meeting that was held in Jamaica from July 4 and 6. St. Kitts and Nevis's Prime Minister Dr. The Honorable Timothy Harris led the local delegation, which also included Senior Minister The Honorable Vance Amory. Thousands of people packed the Wanna Park Cricket Stadium for 3 nights of world-class performances by top local, regional, and international music artists. These included Lauryn Hill, Patti LaBelle, Sizzla Kalonji, De Jour, Wayne Wonder, Kes and the Band, New Vibes Band, and more. While official figures have not yet been published, most persons rated the experience and attendance among the top in the 22 years of the festival. Groundsmen at the Wanna Park Cricket Stadium are busy tending to the field in the aftermath of the music festival in preparation for 2 upcoming one-day international cricket matches between the West Indies and Bangladesh. Director of Sports Anthony Wiltshire said a special matting was placed on the playing surface to minimize the damage from festival patrons, and it worked exceptionally well. This leaves the ground staff to focus on repairing areas where boards were mounted for various activities. Mr. Wiltshire also said the work on the cricket pitch, which was rebuilt a few months ago, has also drawn praise for the groundsmen from WICB pitch consultant Ken Crafton.
He was here just a week or so ago, and he has submitted a very good report on what is happening. In fact, he's satisfied with the work being done on the square, on the pitch. It's just a few areas that we need to work on. And he's highly satisfied that we would be ready for the matches at the end of this month.
Reforms in the land registry system in St. Kitts and Nevis continued last Friday with the signing of an agreement to implement a modern land administration information system project aimed at modernizing the local process. The LAIS, as it is known, will be built by Taiwanese personnel who are due in the Federation shortly to conduct a feasibility study to capture the relevant information. Attorney General and Minister of Communications Honorable Vincent Byron Jr. said the agreement with the Republic of China that will see records now being stored digitally is welcomed.
It will allow us to take not just the documents themselves, but the plans and store them in a computer. They can be accessed, searched online. They can be transmitted online. We can have our practitioners, the various stakeholders, stay in their offices and access them ultimately. But it is the next step to make the whole question of lands more efficient. And you could immediately see that such efficiencies, such effectiveness, will continue to improve our standing in the ease of doing business.
"15 information and communication technology professionals in St. Kitts and Nevis explored the use of Amazon Web Services during a 2-day course that concluded last Friday. The training was hosted by the Department of Technology in collaboration with Amazon Web Services and was held at the National ICT Center. Government's senior ICT policy advisor, P.A. Boren, spoke about the relevance of the training.
The primary reason why we're doing this is mainly because of discussions that we've been having with regards to how could we be more resilient. How could the public service protect the government's data? So in being realistic, in knowing that we're living in a hurricane belt, there are other technologies and avenues that we must look at to secure our data and to be more effective and efficient. So this is an opportunity for us to do just that.
Phase 1 of the closed circuit television or CCTV project is now complete, signaled by the handover of the command center at police headquarters. Some 300 cameras were installed under Phase 1, as well as 12 network video recorders, 12 49-inch televisions, 6 servers, and furniture for the command center. Prime Minister and Minister of National Security Dr. The Honorable Timothy Harris highlighted the valuable role that Taiwan has played in establishing the system.
Today we have come to celebrate the completion of Phase 1 of this particular project and to signal our readiness to move post haste with respect to Phase 2 of the program. We are advised that the CCTV, which has primarily been in Basseterre and outskirts of Basseterre, Connery and Shadwell in particular, has been quite an added tool in the fight against crime and has assisted the police in providing reliable evidence on which they could deal with the investigation and containment of criminal activity.
Officials from faith-based institutions across St. Kitts and Nevis spent Wednesday enhancing their capacities in project planning in order to play a more meaningful role in addressing social ills that are impacting the community they serve and the Federation as a whole. Some 46 church representatives attended a one-day workshop dubbed Project Management Training for members of the church leadership and Christian ministries, organized by the Ministry of Ecclesiastical Affairs. It was held at the Solid Waste Management Cooperation Conference Room. The session is part of the ministry's strategy to foster closer relations with and greater collaborations between the state and the church. The workshop was welcomed by participants.
I say thanks to them because they decided that they want to empower the church, empower our citizens to be able to work with government to help develop the country along these lines.
So I find it's a very good idea that it was something to embrace and to encourage, and I think out of this that we will have persons who better understand the way forward in developing their own projects and what are the right ways of doing things.
Be active, take the test, and be empowered to live a healthier sexual life was the mantra of the Ministry of Health and its National AIDS Program as it observed the annual HIV Regional Testing Day, which was held on Friday, June 29 at West Independence Square. Scores of persons took the opportunity to receive professional counseling and fast and efficient testing. And finally, 2 senior civil servants were chosen to lend their expertise and years of experience to 2 critical posts in service to the public. Mercelyn Hughes, Assistant Commissioner of Police, left the police force to become the new Chief Immigration Officer. She is the first woman to lead the Immigration Department. The second appointment was for the new Disaster Coordinator, Abdia Samuel, who previously served as a Deputy Fire Chief. Mr. Samuel will take charge of the National Emergency Management Agency. We say congratulations to both. That's all for this edition of the St. Kitts and Nevis Information Services Week in Review. I'm Ian Richards.